This news update is brought to you by
This is the 6 p.m. Barbados Day update for Monday, August 18, 2014. I'm Kemal Jordan. Good evening. Intense behind-the-scenes legal maneuvers earlier this afternoon to reach a settlement after contractor Barrack took matters into his own hands this morning over the government's failure to settle his over $70 million debt. Mr. Barrack took a unilateral decision to lock down the Warren's office complex, which is at the center of his protracted dispute with the government. The action left scores of government workers in a quandary with nowhere to work for several hours until Barrack was able to secure a firm payment commitment from the Finance Minister, Chris Sinclair. However, up to late this afternoon, the monies were not yet deposited into Mr. Barrack's account, but Minister of Housing Denis Kellman assures that the government will honor its commitments to Barrack.
I have been minister only for 1 year, and 14 years predates the DLP. And as you would appreciate that this is a time of a crisis, and we have been keeping our word, and we said we will settle the matter. And we will settle the matter. But you also have to appreciate that we also have legal rights, but which we will not use.
Up to late this evening, Finance Minister Chris Sinclair, as well as lawyers for Barrack, were busy in meetings. Meantime, dozens of severed workers at the Transport Board descended on the Robert Street head office today, demanding their severance payments. The workers, who were sent home as part of the government's cost-cutting measures earlier this year, say they have only received their vacation pay and payment in lieu of notice. Today's protests come on the heels of a statement made by the Minister of Transport, Michael Lashley, that the retrenched workers had been paid.
None of us. None of us. He says at least he knows some of the people have been paid. But I want to know who is them that get paid.
Nobody has been paid. Nobody has been paid.
He said who will get paid and call management the next morning.
Yes, he said contact management. Who won't get money yet? No, we contacted management. Nobody know about what we talking about.
Meantime, Transport Board General Manager Sandra Ford admits that the department is not yet in possession of all the funds. But she says the displaced workers should start getting some money next Friday.
Since last Wednesday, we've been meeting with our Minister Lashley, to look at the entire situation as it stands. And we understand exactly what's going on, and we've made a decision that from Friday the 29th, that's next Friday, we're going to start making some payments to the affected employees. HR will call each individual to let you know what time and what day you can come to collect.
However, that did not appease the former workers who are demanding that they receive their full payments.
I want to know if we get all of our money on the 29th. I do not want no money piece by piece. No money piece by piece. I cannot get piece by piece to the bank.
In other news, 24-year-old Kemal Akeem Yarde has been remanded to prison on a charge of murder. Yarde of Rock Gap, Spooners Hill, who was wanted by police, appeared in court today charged with the shooting death of 26-year-old Jermaine Harper of Wilkinson Road, Black Rock, St. Michael. Harper, a father of three, was killed in a drive-by shooting on July 30 while liming with friends.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
It's your sun power.
To news of the region now. In St. Lucia, one of the sitting members of Parliament for the opposition is weighing his next course of action after being sacked by his own party. The National Council of the United Workers' Party yesterday voted to expel the Castries Central Representative, Richard Frederick, for failing to attend meetings to discuss what it says is his open defiance of party rules. Frederick's campaign manager, who represented him at yesterday's talks, claims that the voting process leading to the decision was botched, and that the MP is now considering whether to challenge his expulsion in court. Never a dull moment with Mr. Frederick. Well, on to the international scene now. Officials in Liberia are continuing the search for 17 missing suspected Ebola patients. Many of the patients fled from one of the country's healthcare facilities after looters stormed the clinic. According to reports, the perpetrators wanted the center in the West Point district closed as they believe the virus is a hoax. Health officials say the attack on the quarantine center was Liberia's greatest setback since the Ebola epidemic began. Well, that's been our 6 o'clock update. We'll be back again at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Until then, you can log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, or like us on Facebook for the very latest news and sports. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or on Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. I'm Kemal Jordan. Have a great evening and see you again tomorrow.
This news update is brought to you by